My name is Humphrey. I'm the CEO and co-founder of GUARDHOG Technologies. Our company consists of two parts. We have GUARDHOG, which is our regulated insurance brand, and we've been running for just under 4 years, and we provide a range of short-term paper stay insurance products, ranging from host cover to rescue cover and a few other bells and whistles as well, all the way through to SUPERHOG, which is our new global trust and safety platform. I mean, take a look around. It's the key UK hosting events. So for us, we really identified this as being an opportunity to come and sandwich ourselves between Airbnb and HomeAway and the other big players in the market, and let people know how important it is to take trust and safety considerations on board when you're home sharing. I mean, 82% of hosts don't check that with their existing home insurers, that they are insured before they get involved. And when you're talking about maybe your key assets, that is a step which you really should take. And GUARDHOG is here to help educate people, but do it in a sharing economy kind of way. So rather than fearing people or scaring people, we provide the solutions, and we're able to provide complementary solutions, whether you're hosting for 1 week a year, or whether you're doing this as a professional host, or you're a management company, or you're a global platform. And being at this landmark event is a brilliant way of announcing GUARDHOG and launching SUPERHOG all at the same time. So I think so I used to work for a world-leading home-sharing platform, and I spoke to over 2,000 hosts over a period of 4 years. And the first question every host asked was, how much money can I make? And then the next question was, what if something goes wrong? And my problem was, there wasn't an answer to that. There was no way that an individual host could go and put their own insurance in place that would protect them and their homes from guest damage and home share liability and bodily injury liability when guests came to stay. And actually taking the step to go from within the industry to starting up a parallel company working with the industry players, solving this insurance question, took a lot of planning. But it was from those conversations with over 2,000 people which shone the light on this was a massive problem to solve. I then was lucky enough to meet my co-founder Humphrey Bowles, who is the COO of GUARDHOG Technologies, and he's the insurance geek, I'm the home sharing geek, and put us together, and we have a huge amount of in-depth knowledge around home sharing and insurance. And by combining those things, we've been able to create a market-leading insurance solution for the whole of the home sharing community. I mean, look, I am so excited by SUPERHOG. SUPERHOG is game changer. SUPERHOG is a global trust and safety platform. And it is complete. And by complete, I mean it's not just for hosts, it's for guests as well. So when we're looking at marketplaces, there are two sides of them. And you have your hosts on the one hand, and you have your guests on the other. And our difficulty is that there is an inherent untrust of strangers, and what SUPERHOG is able to do is to get to know hosts and get to know guests, and then provide them with the tools to prevent and predict stuff before it goes wrong. So if we know who our guest is, we know that they're not going to cause guest damage. Therefore, we're able to say to our hosts, when you have this person coming and staying, they're brilliant, they're great, they're going to look after their home, they're going to obey your house rules, they're going to do the washing up. And because we have covered over 3 million nights worth of bookings, we've built some awesome algorithms which sit behind SUPERHOG and allow us to predict when there is a bad guest coming to stay. Now look, I'll share a little bit of GUARDHOG lingo with you. We call the bad guests trash pandas. And for those of you who don't know, a trash panda is a raccoon. And these raccoons get into people's homes and they trash them. And what SUPERHOG is doing is it is identifying these trash pandas and letting the whole industry know that these guys are not the right guests to have staying in your home. And for the guests that are the right guests, it's saying to them, do you know what, these guys are brilliant. And what we're able to do is get to a point where people no longer need insurance. Because when it comes to home sharing and the risks created by home sharing, they are very people focused. And if you know your guest is brilliant, and as a host, we know that we've worked with you before, we are able to replace insurance. We're able to replace it. Now, the way that SUPERHOG works is it's a membership platform. Anyone can join, it's free to register. If you want to get more involved with us, there is a membership fee, which ranges from 80p to £7.50 a month. Don't get put off by £7.50. The more we get to know you, the quicker the price drops down. And then for guests, because we can't forget about guests, they're worried about hosts as well. We've seen an increasing amount of home fraud happening this year, where people turn up at properties and they don't exist, or you turn up and suddenly you're not staying in the villa you booked because it's already being used, you're staying at another one down the road. And we are able to help help guests get to know their hosts and get comfort around the fact that they are brilliant hosts. So GUARDHOG provides a range of insurance solutions for home sharing hosts. So from rescue cover, which gives 24/7 home emergency protection in case a boiler breaks or the heating's not working, all the way through to home cover, which is a normal annual insurance policy. Now, what we know is that 82% of hosts do not speak to their insurer before they get involved in home sharing. You must speak to your insurer. Putting your head in the sand, not asking the question is the worst thing you can do, because these guys will invalidate your policy. They won't say to you, you have no cover. They will say, you have no cover from the moment you bought this policy with us. And that is an awful, awful situation to be found in, because it could be a claim with nothing to do with home sharing, but it would still invalidate your policy. So pick up the phone, speak to your insurer, ask if you are covered for having guest stay. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. They might say, we're okay with you Airbnb. That doesn't mean you actually have the right insurance or protection in place in order to Airbnb. So ask them the question is, if my guest were to accidentally spill the bottom one on the floor, am I covered? If they say yes, great, you've probably got all the cover you need. If they say no, that's when you should be giving GUARDHOG a call to get in touch with us, and we can then help you put proper insurance in place. And if your existing insurer says your policy is invalidated, give GUARDHOG a call so we can help you put a home sharing friendly insurance policy in place.